Fleet Admiral Gorvok reviewed the invasion parameters one final time as his armada dropped out of hyperspace. 300 capital ships, each one a masterpiece of Nexus Union engineering. The target was a mid-rim world with promising industrial infrastructure and a young spacefaring civilization. Tactical assessment complete, Admiral, reported his navigation officer. Standard invasion protocols should be sufficient. Estimated resistance, minimal. Gorvok nodded with satisfaction. The Nexus had perfected the art of conquest through careful intelligence gathering and overwhelming force. Every variable had been calculated, every contingency planned for. This would be routine. Display target designation, he ordered. The main holographic projector flickered to life, showing the tactical overview of their objective. At the center of the display, glowing in standard galactic script, appeared the planet's designation, Earth. The bridge fell silent as if someone had activated a gravity bomb. Navigation Officer Zelm dropped his stylus, the metallic clink echoing through the suddenly still air. Communications Specialist Nira actually stepped backward from her console, as though the word might leap out and attack her. "Admiral," Zelm whispered, his voice barely audible. That's not possible." The intelligence briefing said this was an uncontacted rim world. Gorvok felt his 3 hearts skip several beats in unison. Every military academy in the galaxy taught the same cautionary tale in first-year strategic studies. Earth wasn't just another planet, it was the birth world of the Terrans, the species that had somehow convinced the galaxy's most powerful civilizations to coexist peacefully through a combination of impossible diplomacy and barely contained violence. "Sir," Communications Specialist Nira said, her voice shaking, "I'm receiving a transmission from the planet." "Put it through," Gorvok said, though his earlier confidence had evaporated completely. A human face appeared on the screen, middle-aged, wearing what appeared to be casual clothing, with kind eyes that somehow managed to look both friendly and absolutely terrifying. "Hi there," the human said with a warm smile. "I'm President Martinez. I assume you're here about the territorial dispute with the Andromedans? We've been expecting mediators." Gorvok's mandibles clicked nervously. "No, we are the Nexus Union invasion fleet. We have come to claim this world for our empire." President Martinez blinked once, then tilted his head slightly. The expression of mild confusion was somehow more unsettling than any battle cry. "Oh," Martinez said softly. "Oh dear. You didn't know? Did you?" "Know what?" Gorvok asked, though he was beginning to suspect he didn't want the answer. "This is Earth, Admiral. You know, Earth?" Martinez paused, allowing the weight of that single word to settle. "Where our children play games that simulate planetary genocide, where we invented something called extreme sports because regular life wasn't dangerous enough." The human's smile never wavered, but something shifted in his eyes. Something ancient and predatory that made Gorvok's combat instincts scream warnings. The same Earth where we turned warfare into an art form, where our most popular entertainment involves watching people pretend to murder each other, and where our idea of relaxation is climbing mountains that can kill us or diving to ocean depths that would crush your ships. General Vex, who had remained silent until now, pulled up the galactic database with trembling appendages. "Admiral, the historical records, the Terran pacification wars, the Great Mediation. Sir, every major galactic conflict in the last century ended because the humans asked politely for everyone to stop fighting." "And when someone refused?" Gorvok asked, though he dreaded the answer. "No one ever refused a second time, sir." President Martinez was still smiling on the screen. "Now, Admiral, I'm sure this is all just a misunderstanding. How about you folks head on home, and we'll pretend this never happened. I'd hate for this to become complicated." The word complicated hung in the air like a death sentence. "Full retreat," Gorvok whispered. Then louder, "All ships, emergency jump. Leave the system immediately." As the Nexus fleet fled at maximum burn, Martinez's final words followed them into hyperspace. "Safe travels. And next time, maybe call ahead." The Nexus Union issued a formal apology within hours and signed a non-aggression pact within days. After all, everyone knew the cardinal rule of galactic politics. You don't fight humans on Earth. You especially don't surprise them there.